Hello everyone, and welcome to a new game on the channel called Disturbed. So I don't know what this game is about. I did not read any of the information about it. I have not seen any gameplay or anything, so I'm excited to get started. Let's go.
Okay.
Another dull day passes as you struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops are beginning to wilt, and your cow is sick. Ugh, goodness. For some time the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day you feel more uncertain if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you. You've made up your mind. You're going to do something about it. You stand in front of your humble home pondering what you should do next. Okay, so this is how you get into, so you right click to get into your inventory. Let's go into the house first. Entering the house, you feel subtle uneasiness as if the growing blight outside has penetrated the walls of your safe haven. From what you see, however, everything is the same as you left it. Perhaps this may be a good time just to lay in your bed and wish your problems will just go away. You fight the notion, but the temptation is still there. Lay in bed, open chest, go back outside. Read in your journal, open chest. You open the chest and find nothing more than a pile of papers. It seems you have less valuables than you anticipated. You close the chest. Read my journal? Dear journal, another day as usual. The crops are growing with good health. Beth Ann is also doing quite well. Never disappointed with the milk she provides. If things continue to go well, I may be able to invest more in more animals. A farmer can only be so social with a cow. Ew, this is, yeah, that's what I was just thinking that after that sentence. Dear Journal, today has been an unfortunate day. Somebody broke into my shed and stole some things. I don't usually mind. I usually don't mind if someone steals a bite to eat from the garden, but to take my equipment? Well, I put a lock on the door and hid the key. Nobody will ever get into my stuff again. Does that mean I'm never gonna get into stuff again? Yeah, exactly. Dear Journal, I woke one night to a foul smell I'd never come across before. Took a step outside to see what I could find, but I found nothing. After searching about the farm, whatever it is must be bad. I should take a trip to the city to see what this is about. Okay, so lay in bed maybe? You lay in your bed and fall asleep to the light sound of wind blowing outside against the grass. You begin to hear whispers and chants, but you can't make anything out of it. An image appears before you, a stone, glowing as if it were alive. The chants get louder as your vision grows in more detail. You reach towards the stone with your hand. As your finger makes contact, a clash of thunder strikes around you. Your clothing and skin start to flake away. What? Like dust in the wind, the particles flow into the stone, sapping the life from your body. You feel pain you've never experienced before, and fear begins to flood over you. You suddenly see yourself laying in bed, never to wake up again. Your adventure ends here. Oh, what? I got an achievement for that, though. I am your nightmare. Okay. Okay, so yes, we've seen this. Nuts. Sorry, guys, I just did the same thing over again. Oh, you can click save in this. I didn't know that. Sorry, guys. Forward skip. Yes. Okay, so we've done everything inside the house. Let's go to the shed. Can we not get in the shed? But with Won't Budge, remember locking some time ago, we can't remember what you did with the key. Of course. Let's go to the crops. I'm scared. A path divides the crops you have labored so hard to prosper these past months. A penetrating odor reminds you that your plants are decaying away, and time is running short. Go into the pen? A toxic fume burns your nose as you enter the pen. Your poor cow lays lifeless on the ground as a growing blight slowly begins to consume her body. You feel sick to your stomach as you stand here, especially as you stare at the black mushrooms that dot the ground. Oh no, Beth Ann's dead. Oh. Grab a mushroom. You kneel down and grab a mushroom. As you begin to rip it out of the ground, a cloud of spores spray from the mushroom. Your hands begin to burn and melt as you observe them. What? Slowly your body shrivels up into a dark, moist consistency as the poison spreads. Ew, you die, eventually, after crawling about on the ground. Your adventure ends here. Those are some serious shrooms. I love this. I love this so much already. Forward skip. Okay, we're going back to the crops, and we're gonna go back into the pen again. I want to do all the options we have. So let's go in here. Let's back to the water. Looking for anything abnormal. You notice that the water has a dark consistency to it. Dropping a stone into it, black particles from the bottom swirl about like a thunderstorm. Your face shrivels in disgust. Yep, I'm out. Let's follow the path. You continue down the trail for a while till you see a cave off in the distance. You pause, questioning if there could be something helpful in there. Let's go into the cave. We have to do everything, guys. There is a faint whistle from the wind passing through the rocks. Its temperature significantly cools as you enter the cave. You notice there is a different smell, but you welcome it, comparing to the deathly blight found outside. Blight, blight, blight. Before you take your next step, a large bear emerges from the darkness. You realize that you've made a terrible mistake, even thinking that something helpful could be in here. Should I fight the bear? Let's do it. You scan the ground and says there's numerous rocks you can grab and throw at the bear. You begin to do so as the bear approaches you. One after the other, you throw rocks as hard as you can. The bear charges at you, and as you bend over to grab another rock, tackling you to the ground. The bear bites onto your neck, your body quickly goes limp, and you die. Your adventure ends here. Scratch another off the list. Man! I keep getting all the deaths. Does that take this as like a death simulator? Like you just go through and you see your death? Is that what this is? Wait, no. Let's inspect the wagon. Darn, I didn't mean to do that. Wait, can I go back? Oh, man. You look about the mess and find bits of food and clothes scattered about the scene. You notice a key on the ground during your search. Pick up the key and continue on your way. After what felt like an hour or two, you reach a bridge. Nearby the path is a small shack, similar to the house you have on the farm. A man that lives there is a kind fellow from what you recall. Maybe he is home. Inspect the shack. You walk toward the structure and knock on the door. Nothing. You scratch on the back of your head, figuring that the person that lives here is currently occupied, if not elsewhere. You remember picking up a key from the wagon and use it on the door. The door unlocks. You decide to help yourself in. What? You don't just go into somebody's house. Observing the empty room, you realize something terrible must have taken place here. The room is a wreck, just like the wagon. You are overcome with fear as you think of the man who used to dwell here. Inspect the book on the table. You pick up the book and start to flip through the pages. You discover that this is a journal. Keep reading a passage which you can't hurt. Today's trading went smoothly, thank goodness. What I am thrilled most about, however, is that one of my buddies mentioned to me that at the conclusion of our day, apparently there's a pond nearby that has some of the biggest fish in the region. What a good catch! I can make enough to move things forward. I was caught off guard when he mentioned that nobody has been able to catch any from there. I guess typical fishing rod won't do the trick, but what can be done about it then? Something to be intrigued about, I suppose. These past couple weeks have been really rough for me. My trading business has gone under, and I have lost nearly everything I own. This has pushed me to extremes, but this cannot be helped now. I am leaving this place forever, never to return. The land is dying, and there is nothing but the darkness here. Everyone reading this should leave while they can. You can't find a name to give this man, but regardless of the name, you got chills running down your spine. Trapdoor? Oh, no. You absorb the trapdoor and notice a lock keeping it closed. With the key, you unlock the hatch and get it open. Without thinking, you travel downward. Oh, Jesus, you don't even think? What? Walking down the steps leading below, the air attacks your body with a piercing cold. You notice immediately that there is a woman chained to the wall. She doesn't seem to notice you as you study her. You feel darkness surround you as you stay in this awful place. Talk to her. You tremble as you try to form words in your mouth. You there. Let me out of here. The pressure of such demand makes you freeze. Take a moment to think about the situation before you respond. What got you locked up to begin with? You'll never believe me, even if I told you the truth. Something brought you here. Please, have mercy on me. Let's do it. You approach the woman and unlock the shackles that bind her. Her arms become free as she moans in pain. Oh, thank you so much. The woman struggles to regain her strength but starts to stand on her own. As she gets up, she turns towards you. I will now do you a favor. Ah! What seemed to be the face of a helpless woman disappears as a horrible image manifests itself before you. The chilling grip of bone hands lock onto your arms. Energy floods from your body and you fall to your knees. You feel the essence of your life slip away as everything goes black. It is unfortunate your journey ends here. Okay, we went back to the cave. And I clicked to run away from the bear. And it says, the moment you turn to run, the bear roars with a deep growl, shaking the loose stones about the cave. All you can think about is making it home in one piece. When you make it to the trail, then the bear catches up with you, tackling you to the ground. You scream in pain as the bear rips you apart. Your adventure ends here. Didn't get an achievement for that one, but, you know. Right back, guys. Okay, let's decline to let her out then. Let's talk to her. Decline. I will not. No, don't go! Nothing else to interact with, you make your way up the stairs. As you exit, you can hear the woman laugh behind you. The voice causes the shack to shake. You leave the shack as fast as you could. Okay, that was crazy. That was creepy. You leave the shack and cross the bridge before something bad happens. You cross the bridge safely and continue on down the trail. After that has happened, you feel you should take a moment to rest. You find a spot under a tree and sit down. Getting comfortable, you tilt your head back against the tree and gaze into the sky. Do not take a nap. Last time we did that was terrible. You pick at the grass blades in your reach. The ground begins to shake. Before you can get up, roots from below sprout up from the ground wrap around your legs. What? Turn around to see a large angry face looking back at you. Oh my god, it's a tree ant. That's hilarious. Your jaw drops in horror. No sound or scream escapes your tongue as your tightening grip on the roots squeeze what air is left out of from your body. Your adventure ends here. Nature will rise against you. I'm gonna do a quick load. Okay, let's continue the path then. Guys, I'll be back when I get back to the shack and out of that. Seeing that there are only two options here, let's just take a nap then. You close your eyes and your body relaxes. You fall asleep within seconds. As your mind wanders, you see a blurry image. Details emerge as you gaze. You wonder who this might be. A bad feeling then overcomes you and you realize who this is. You try to wake yourself up. You wake up and jump to your feet, looking about yourself and your surroundings. I'm going to save here. And, yeah. Anyway, sorry guys. Looking about yourself and your surroundings. All seems well. You can't help but feel fearful that something bad will happen to you if you stay here. Moving forward seems like the only logical reason option now. You reach a point where this trail splits into two paths. Which way will you go? When in doubt, always go right. You reach the end of the pathway and in the distance is a tower looking over the area. A gate secures the passage into the area and a wall around that property. Also of interest, there is a tree that has a hole carved into it. Inspect the tree maybe? It looks like a butthole. Let me see. You approach the tree and notice the hole was big enough to fit your hand in it. You look and see something shiny in the hole as if it were metal. Fiddling around with your hand, you find 3 knobs, one on the right, one centered in the middle, and one on the left. Press the knobs? What? Press the right knob. We went the right way. Middle knob? Left. The knobs lock in place. You wait for a moment, but nothing happens. It must be some sort of combination. Okay, so let's find a combination for this then. Wait, is it maybe the way that we had to go? Because we went... Wait a minute, guys, hold on. I'm going to press the knobs in a certain way, actually. Press the knobs. Press the middle. And then we went right. And then left. Okay, I don't know. Also of interest, there's a tree there. Yeah, okay. Go to the gate. Let's see. You approach the gate cautiously. Standing before the tower, your heart begins to sink. There is no doubt the birthplace of a spreading plague. There is a fountain before you with statues on your right and left. Inspect the fountain. Quick save. There's a dark haze about the fountain. The water is black and the smell burns with every breath. You feel a slight pull towards the fountain as if it were calling for something. Inspect the statue on the left. You see an old statue with an angel that has been consumed by vines and thorn. The angel is holding a book in one hand, the other with one finger pointed up towards the sky. You feel it best to leave the statue alone. Well, yeah, I would too. Okay, on the right. Before standing to an old angel statue that is broken in many areas, one hand the angel is holding some sort of bowl, while the other hand is hovering over the bowl. You notice that there is only 2 remaining fingers on the angel's other hand. You feel you should keep your distance and observe the statue. Let's go into the tower, I guess. You approach the door. You reach for the doorknob and an invisible barrier stops you. Must be some sort of magic. Ah, hocus pocus. You reach into the pathway in a distant tower. Okay, yeah. Let's go back to the path splitting. Oh god. What just happened? Okay. Go left this time. After continuing down the path for some time, you okay, guys. Sorry, my camera cut out. Then my recorder cut out. Anyways, after continuing down the path for some time, you come to a stop. You notice there's some sort of trail that leads through the grass up towards the Norby Hill. Norby, really? A nearby hill. If you had not stopped, you probably would have never noticed. Which way do you go? Let's follow the trail. Oh, sword in the stone, get it? Following the subtle trail in the grass. The glass, Jesus. Cannot speak today, guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna quick save as well. You stumble upon what looks like a grave. Inspect. You approach the grave, you look at the sword with intrigue. Before you touch the sword, a ghostly figure appears before you. You freeze before the apparition. The sword. May I have it? The blade is cursed. I am bound here by the pain of my past. If you desire the sword, free me from it. You slowly motion for the sword. Fool! It reminds me, if you guys know, Soul Eater, then you guys, if you guys remember Excalibur. Fool! Only something of pure essence can free me. A rare hope, like a flower found in darkness. Grab it. You reach for the sword before you can lay a finger on it. The spirit grabs your arm. A sharp flame blows over your body, flesh melts off your bone. Ew. Ew. Cursed blade. Great. This one. Okay. Okay, anyways. Down the path. Oh, there's a well. You walk for some time in an endless field of grass. There's a stone wall near the path. Inspect the well, I guess. You peer down the well. Other than the evident water at the bottom, there's a coin resting against the wall of the well. If possible, you feel you should go down and take the coin. Grab the coin? You lean over the edge of the well. There is no possible way you can obtain the coin by reaching for it. With this in mind, you turn the climb down the wall. Oh no! You take a few successful steps down, but your luck runs out. You misplace your foot and you fall. Something about your body clashes against the stone walls. With a single knock in the head, you lose all consciousness of your accident. With a splash, you fall into the water, and your body sinks effortlessly without water. And your adventure ends here. Yes. I love having this quick load thing on this. This is a good game for that. Follow the trail. Oh no, wrong. Okay, continue on then. Walking over hills of grassy grain, you reach the walls of Armor. Several times a year, you come here to trade goods from the farms. You discover the plague has spread to the farm, has also spread all the way out here. The path before you is overrun with blight. Let's just go. You've come a long way, and you don't desire to turn back now. You march forward into the tainted soil. Before you can realize what happened, you sink completely under the ill soil. Darkness consumes you, and your lungs struggle for air. Your body burns in pain as you suffocate and die. Your adventure ends here. It was all for nothing. Okay, let's go here again then. Let's go back home then, shall we? Back to where the path split. Oh, wait, you can't go back from here. Let's go right again, I guess. I have to be missing something. Sure that has a hole carved in it. But maybe this is what it's telling me to do, because it's like, it's middle, left, right. You guys can see that? Like, I don't know. Let's try this. Middle, left, right. Okay, guys, I'll be back when I figure this puzzle out. Oh! Oh, something's happening. You hear the rumbling of rocks as the ground starts to shift underneath you. Everything goes dark and you sink below the surface. A hole above you seals up, trapping you underground. Nuts. Quick save. You find yourself with no evident way out but the path before you into the darkness. Your only choice is to move forward. Okay. Oh, great. You can see 3 separate paths within the walls of the cavern. Which do you choose? When in doubt, go right. When in doubt, go right. So right is where we went, guys. You have to remember this. Pathways to an engine and a large mushroom sitting in front of you. Say river. Okay, hold on. Quick save here. Inspect it, maybe? You walk towards the mushroom as if there was something more than meets the eye. Walking forward, you take a step into the water. As you do in dismay, your foot hits no bottom and you fall in. You reach to grab a hold of the edge of the surface when your body freezes stiff. So I froze. Aw, man. Figures. Ah, crap. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, we are back. So we went right. We're gonna go left this time, just to make sure. Wait, what happened just now? Right. And then left now. Walk forward in the dark, unsure of what lies beyond. Let's go right. Left, right, left. Make way, you discover a large cavern. An old-looking ship rests against the edge of the lake with debris scattered around the surrounding area. Let's inspect. You cautiously walk down towards the ship. The air is chilling and you fear it won't be a good idea to stay too long, and possibly discover something that can help you drives you to explore. You climb aboard the ship. God. Okay, quit yawning. Anyways, just take a moment to observe your surroundings. You are only welcomed by the trickle of water brushing against the wood of the ship. You move about to see where you can go. Every footstep you take feels heavy as you hear the sound of wood cracking under your feet. You feel this ship has been here for quite some time. You explore under the deck of the ship. Nothing but the sound of your footsteps bounce off the structure of the ship. Nice. From one room to another, you come to discover a kitchen. Although there's nothing unique about it, you feel you should take a moment to inspect it.
Fun. I saw fun.
You pull one out after another, finding that they have been emptied. Dust spreads about the air as you disturb their rest. Checking underneath, you discover a rusty knife on the floor. You find that there are plenty of hardened rat droppings on the edge of the wall. Gross! You take the knife in hopes that you may defend yourself with it. Okay. Wait, will that help me? Well, no, I can't go back there unless I can... Oh, let's see. Inspect the oven. You see a lone pot resting on the dusty stove top. You gaze downward and open the oven door. Nothing but ash filled the oven chamber. Thank God. You close the oven door. Move on. You continue your lonely tour of the ship only to find that there is nothing of use or value. You make your way back up to the deck and decide to just continue your search. Again, you find nothing much but empty rooms left and remain in dark solitude. You discover a door with fancy markings in the woodwork. Perhaps this is where the captain resided. Yep. You discover the room of the captain. Unlike the other parts of the ship, everything seems to be left alone. In this room, before you rested an old wooden desk. With papers and assumed belongings of the captain, there's a small bed off near the corner of the room and some chairs on the other. You have a feeling deep down that you shouldn't take anything. Other than the lamp and the objects, there's a small stack of papers in contrast to a lone paper resting by itself. Approaching the desk, you begin to inspect the papers resting on the desk. Picking up the pages, it's a collective pile of documents. You realize that most of these are personal notes or journal entries. Pick a few and begin to read. Day 7. The voyage has gone quite smooth as we begin our second week away from home. The spirits of the men are high as we anticipate the discovery of new lands that lie beyond our documented knowledge. It has been my dream to accomplish something world-changing. Together we move forward with full hearts and unbreakable spirits. Day 66. It has been just over 2 months out to sea, and we have yet to discover anything new. We have suffered through many storms, and sickness has plagued the ship recently. Several of our favored crew members have passed on to the next life. I see the growing doubt in the eyes of my fellow laborers, and the voyage continues day after day. Food rations have been cut in half to fears that we may have to turn back. I dare not let myself think of the failure. Those men who have lost their lives and sacrifices to make this voyage possible, I cannot let them be in vain. Day 91. It has come roughly 3 months out of here on the endless blue. With much pain, we have turned around. Yes, we are headed for Homeport. We have just enough food to make it back. I just hope we have a smooth journey back. Spirits of the crew are low and bitter due to our failure. I do not let myself get caught up in thinking of it. Truly, we did not intend for this to happen. Notice to the crew. Due to our unexpected predicament, everyone is being split up into groups of 2 and 3. Scouting assignments will be given out until we can find a more habitable place to settle. For now, we must do what we can. See, there's a little left to see. You take your leave. You wood on your feet crackles. You exit the vessel. Okay. So, did I go right before? I think I did. I'm gonna go left this time then. Move forward in the darkness. Again? Let's go left. I don't even know where the heck we came from, guys. You cautiously make your way through the darkness. Left, I guess. You move forward into the darkness. Oh no, we're just talking like a circle. Okay. Let's go right. You hear a subtle echo of some shifting rocks before you. What the heck is that thing? An eye appears before you as its gaze pierces the darkness. Before you can do anything, tentacles burst from the ground and grip your body. It pulls you about and resists as much as you can. You remember that the knife you have found and struggle to bring it out. Thus you hold the knife and begin to cut away at the appendages that grab you. The room vibrates as you do cut, and the creature immediately leaves you alone. It takes you a moment to catch your breath. Huh. You come to a divide. Which way do you go? Once again, let's go right. Oh. As the path you walk comes to an end, before you shines you a pillar of light. The light lets on the corpse that seems to have been here for quite some time. Near the corpse stands a lone flower. For some reason you feel hope enter your heart as you gaze upon the flower. There's something special about the scene, but you can't put your finger on it. Perhaps it may be the best to leave in reverence for now. Okay, let's go left then. Continue your way into the darkness. Right? And left. I like these ones with that little wood piece on them. I feel like they have like unsure of what lies beyond. I'm so lost, guys. Let's go right. Right again. Okay, so we're back at the mushroom. Let's go left then. And this leads you back to this. Let's go left. And we're back here. Oh god, I'm so lost. Okay, let's go left. Okay. So the straight one doesn't give you anything. So let's go right again. I think I went this way before. Let's go both ways and make sure. Let's go right. Yeah. Oh, nuts. Okay, so we've been here. So we're gonna go this way. So it brings you back here. So now we've been every way to the right. Let's go every way to the left. Wait. Wait a minute. I remember something. With knobs, it was left, right, right. So let's go left. Right. You struggle forward as the way becomes completely dark. You notice that there is a light off in the distance and you continue to make your way forward. Oh, it's like a little office. Eventually you make it into some sort of concrete room. Turning around, you see the hole in the wall where you came from. Your guess is that it wasn't part of the initial design. No, I suppose not. You turn around to see a door, there being little to nothing in the room, you decide to move on through the doorway. You find yourself in what looks like to be a basement. You turn about to discover that in each direction there's a door. Boxes of supplies and debris litter the floor corners of the room. Notice that there are several markings on the doors and floor. Some of what's scary. You have a bad feeling about this place. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna have to end this episode here. I know, cliffhanger. But I just feel like, this is a perfect spot to end the episode. 30 minutes, it's a long episode, and I will come back and hopefully we'll have another 30-minute episode, possibly, depending on how much longer this game is. I actually really am enjoying this game. I love the art style of it. It's very Tim Burton style. I love it to death. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and record some Crush tonight as well, if I have time. And, yeah. So guys, make sure you guys slap that like button as hard as you can without breaking something. Make sure you guys comment below, tell me what games you guys want to see, and how this game is so far, and if I missed anything, let me know where, and I maybe will go back and get it. And also, guys, make sure to subscribe if you're new, or if you just haven't already. Alright, guys. Bye!